Good morning and welcome to vlog 79. Today is February 18th. It is 11:30 a.m. and this is my corner of YouTube where I tell all about my crafting adventures, mostly knitting, sometimes crochet or other crafty stuff. And welcome. My name is Linda. I'm also known as Wolrobby. That's also the name of my web shop where I sell my hand-dyed yarn, crafty notions and knitting needles and patterns. And I live in the Netherlands. And well, if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I have one finished object for you, some works in progress. Let's see the name of the yarn I showed you last week. Well, let's just get started. First of all, I received new candles from Dennis Candles and I wanted to show them to you because obviously, if you are a knitter, you would definitely like these, right? They are very heavy, so I think they will give me a good amount of burning time. And I will link Dennis's Facebook page down below. So if you want to order yarny candles for yourself, you know where you can find them. I have not started them because I wanted to show them first. And let's see, I promised to reveal the name of this yarn. I have it caked up already because I started a muscle burrow with this yarn. Last time I showed you the skein and I asked what would be a good name for this one. Excuse me. I decided to go for Carnival, and I have another skein later on in this video that I need a name for as well. When I dyed this up, the first thing I thought was Carnival, and about 5 or 6 people came up with the same name, so I thought that's a good one, so I kept it. But I have another skein, which I will show later, and I don't have any clue about what to call it yet, so I would appreciate all the help. In May, my Inner Wheel club, where I am president for this year, is celebrating their 70th birthday. And I have a party committee set up. They will take care of all the celebrations, but they revealed that it's going to be a flower power party. And they presented the theme, all dressed up in flower power style, and they were dancing, and it was so much fun to see them. And now I have to find myself a flower power outfit, and I'm just the worst in dressing up. So I would appreciate your help if you say, oh, this is a nice pattern to knit or crochet, and if it's not too difficult, I might want to make something myself. So if you have any tips and ideas, just please leave a message below so that I can get inspired. Because being the president, I really should try my best to come up with a good outfit, right? And the mayor will visit our celebration as well, so I really need to look fabulous and flower powery, so please help me out. I have one finished object, and that is my gnarly. I knitted this last Sunday, and this is another gnome from the book The Gnomes of Grimblewood by Sarah Shira, and I'm knitting gnomes to have a display ready for when I'm going to yarn shows again. And Gnarly is also called the wavy gnome. He has a wavy pattern running down the body, a pretty straight head. You knit the head first bottom up, and then you turn the entire thing around, fold the brim, start picking up stitches and knit the body, and then you add the beard and the nose. There's a tiny stitch that went wrong here, and I'm contemplating whether I want to try and improve that or just leave it as is. It would mean I would have to take off the nose, take off the beard, knit a new beard. So I am trying to see if I would maybe duplicate stitch it or something. Gnarly is filled with fluffy stuffing and a handful of weighted stuffing at the bottom, so he will stand up really nice. This yarn is my Lenteregen Spring Rain colorway, and this is just buttermilk, the undyed merino 75-25. And yeah, Gnarly was a lovely knit as well. So I hope to crank out a few more gnomes before going to my first yarn show on March 7, 8 and 9th. And I hope to have maybe 1 or 2 finished from the Gnomes of Grimblewood to draw attention to the book I'm selling. So that's Gnarly. I don't have any other finished objects. I have been knitting, but nothing is close to finishing so that I could show it already. I have been knitting on my muscle burrow, just a little bit. I cast on and I took care of the increases in the new Carnival colorway. Look how cute it looks knitted up. And I'm going to knit together this Saturday. So this is an ideal project to bring because since the increases are done, I only have to knit round and round and round and stockinette forever. So this will definitely go with me this Saturday. I am using 3.75 millimeter needle. This is a 40 centimeter, so the entire circumference of the hat fits on the needle. The needles are a bit shorter. I think these are 10 centimeters, but you don't have to magic loop, so you don't have any chance of laddering or something. And I just like to knit my hats on this length of needle. I put on the needle stoppers that Gertie gave me, and also the beginning of round marker is from her gift package that I showed you last week. So that's the muscle burrow. Another project I'm going to bring this Saturday is my Wolrobby shawl. This is how far I am now. I am 10 repeats into the pattern, and yesterday I measured it, and I think I need to repeat this 4 times to end up with a scarf that is 180 centimeters long, which I believe will be a nice length. It will probably be a little wider once blocked, because it is all scrunched up now because of the cables and the purl columns here. So I will probably be able to block it a little wider. And yeah, this is a super easy knit. It's a 10 round repeat, and once you have knitted the repeat twice or 3 times, it's very easy to remember. The stitch marker where I was last time is down here, so I will move that up. And I'm still planning on finishing this before going to Hardenberg, to my next yarn show on March 7. And I need to write out the rest of the pattern so that it can go through testing. And I think testing and tack editing will probably be done at the same time in this case, because it's just a 10 round repeat. It's not like it has 20 charts or something. So this is the Wolrobby shawl. I'm knitting it in my DK weight 100% merino in the colorway Huismuis, which translates house mouse, and it's super soft and squishy. I have 47 grams left of my first skein, so I need to use 2.5 skeins to bring me to the length I want. When I have knitted 2 skeins, I will check the length of the scarf to make sure that I really need to break down. I really need a third one. It's always kind of a bummer, right? When you have to use up less than half of the next skein. I'm okay with half or 40 grams or something, but it would be a bummer if you would only need 5 or 10 grams. Then you might want to alter the finished size so that you can save an entire skein. I've also been working on the test knit I'm doing for Chase Harpole, the modern knit polo, and I kind of made this mistake because I dyed up Quiet Sea, and one of the skeins did not come out right. It was way too dark, and so I separated it from the rest of the skeins, and when I needed the second skein, I just did not think, grabbed that one, caked it up and started knitting with it. But as you can see, it is quite a bit darker. This is the darker one. You see, that is quite a big difference. And I needed a second skein because you knit the fronts at the same time. So that is not my preferred way, by the way. I prefer to knit the front parts separately. If that would have been the case, I would have alternated my skeins, but having 2 front parts on my needle, I did not want to have 4 skeins of yarn hanging from my work, and also dealing with the knitting cord which have the back stitches on it. So I'm not going to rip back or change this. I didn't want to do one front at a time because it's a test knit, and it's very important to follow the pattern to the letter, because that's the only way the pattern will get tested properly, right? So I'm going to continue like this. And fortunately, the modern knit polo has a contrast color and I think it's called placket in the pattern. Placket. I did not know the word. I know what it should be, but it was a new to me word. Anyways, the color and the placket will be in a contrast color, and that will be in this Kermit colorway. So this will be the color combination that I'm going to use for the modern knit polo. I am just a few rounds shy of closing the front. I think maybe 12 or 14 or something like that. So I hope to reach that point and close it, and then close under the arms, so that it's also a knit that doesn't need any special attention or something. So that way I could bring it to my knit together on Saturday as well. Let me show you. It's a pattern, it's very size inclusive. There are 20 sizes in this pattern, and you have the option for the broad shoulders, the narrow shoulders. There are options for the depth of the collar. And as you can see, Chase also choose to use 2 colors in the collar. I am not going to do that. And this is and as you can see, the collar and hems of the sleeve are in the contrast color, and this is more like I am going to knit mine, and it is a lovely knit. So far I only found one tiny typo, and for the rest it is just all matching up. But because it is a very size inclusive, 20 sizes with 2 options for the narrower and broader shoulders, and with options for the collar and the placket, and with options for bust darts, yes or no. It's a very wordy, extensive pattern. The pattern counts 26 pages. It has all these tables to make your knitting, your increases easier. So, but it's a lot of pages. It's not really one for the printer, right? I am using Knit Companion. I hardly ever print a pattern, but yeah, well, I hope to continue on this one as well, so that I can bring it to my knit together on Saturday. Not something I regularly talk about in the podcast, in the vlog, but I have been reading, or I have been listening to such a great book, and I wanted to share with you. I have been listening to The Women of Bletchley Park, a book by Kate Quinn. It's about 3 friends during World War II, and they meet and work together at Bletchley Park, where they try to decipher messages from the enemy. And there is, of course, a traitor in their midst, and that is where the book is about. And it was a really nice book to read, to listen to. I listen to books during dyeing, knitting, vacuuming, ironing. I listen to books a lot. I started a new book yesterday and I'm already 5 hours in or something. Let's see. I am currently reading a Sarah Lark book. The Land with the Golden Coast is how it translates. And it's the series is called The Stars of Matariki, if it translates exactly. There are 6 parts. And like I said, I am 6 hours in already. And I have 7 hours left for part 1. But then I have 5 more to go. I also like this very much. The narrator is very nice to listen to. I sometimes have a book and then I don't like the narrator. I don't like the voice, or I don't like the way they read. And then it's a hard one to finish. But this is really nice. So I'm going to continue for this. And then I only have a new skein to show you. And I hope that you are willing to help me out naming it. This is the new colorway. It has 3 colors, 3 colors of dye, but because I stir things up a bit once I've applied them, they make all these beautiful shades of colors. All this purpley, blush, darker purple, the orange, the red. There's a little bit of yellow in there. And there's also a little bit of yarn that did hardly caught any dye. This one is on my list to dye today again, because I only dyed up the test bath. So I'm going to make more of these today, but what would you think would be a good name for this colorway? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I don't have a clue of what to call this. So I can't pick the name that other people choose that was already lingering in my mind. So surprise me. Surprise me for this one. Let's see. Any other stuff that is on my needles but that I did not show is because I did not work on it. I had my baby surprise jacket in rotation. I had to rip back because I made a mistake. And when I had it all on the needles again and wanted to start knitting it, I saw that I dropped a stitch somewhere and I did not manage to pick it up nicely. So I just, when we were having coffee, I ripped it back entirely. I'm starting over. I still want to have that finished for my next yarn show, as I want to have my Wolrobby scarf finished and maybe 1 or 2 more gnomes. So yeah, I don't have to feel bored. I'm never bored. Okay, so that's it for this week. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to inspire me with a name. Give me a thumbs up and click subscribe. I would love it if you do that. But by leaving a comment, giving thumbs up, subscribing, those things all help to bring my channel under the attention of other people that don't know me yet. So you would really help me a lot, and that is much appreciated. For this coming week, I wish you happy crafting, enjoy what you do, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye!